So the main aim of this video is to solve one of the biggest problems producers face. So what's the problem and how do we solve it? So picture this, you know that feeling when you're making a new track and you're really into this one. You just want to play it and dance around your room for hours on end. So you do, but then you come back to it and you're stuck. You don't know what to do with it. So if you're anything like me, you've experienced this loads of times. So how do we fix it and make ourselves 10 times more productive? So basically we need to do two things, two changes to our approach. One physical and one mental. And if we utilize both, we're much less likely to get stuck. I think the vast majority of producers produce sitting down, and maybe we've been at work all day and we come home from work and if we're not careful, our posture's not good, our shoulders are like this, we get backache, we get neck ache, and it's no good. It's definitely no good for our creativity. Like, we're making dance music, it's nice if you can throw a few shapes while you're producing. So physically, we just want to be more active, and a simple way to do this is just to stand up. To help with this, I would consider getting one of these desks, a sit-stand desk. So full disclosure, this is a sponsored video for this desk. It's FlexiSpot E7 and they sent it to me free, but they didn't tell me what to say, and if I didn't genuinely love it, I wouldn't recommend it to you. Standing up is great, but it does get tiring, so when we do get tired, just hit a switch and then you can sit down to produce. So this desk has like two settings, so you can just have your ideal sitting height and your ideal standing height. Then when you feel like you're getting a bit stagnant, just hit the button and there you go. I have put quite a lot of thought into ergonomics like throughout my production career as much as possible, and right now I love this setup. If I just demonstrate, everything's within reach, it's very comfortable, I can rest my hands there. So it's not just two settings, you can set it anywhere just with the up and down, but I find it really handy just having these two set up as I like it, and I always get a little thrill when I do it down because I think it's going to smash my keyboard, and every time it just doesn't. So you might think they're really expensive, but they're actually quite affordable. And right now there's a sale on, so you can get £140 off this desk. There's also a chance to get it free. So FlexiSpot are doing a sale, and the first 7 orders at 10 AM BST on August 28th, August 30th and September the 1st can get a full refund. So the second and possibly more important change we need to make is with our mental approach. Imagine you're making a sculpture out of clay and it's looking really beautiful, and you stand there admiring it thinking, wow, how beautiful. Some time passes, you go back to it and it's hard. You can't shape it anymore, it's stuck. We should remember this when we're making our tracks, because I think a similar sort of thing happens. So if we start something and then we listen to it too much, it kind of becomes set in stone in our mind, and that's when we start feeling stuck. What's happened is unknowingly we've gone from an active state to a passive state. So when we started the track, necessarily we were active, we were trying things out. Oh, maybe it needs this, maybe it needs that. But once we get somewhere, if we're not careful, we're like, oh, well, it's just like that now. I don't know what to do. So to fix this, what do? So firstly, just try to resist the temptation to listen over and over to a track you're working on. Kind of ration yourself, even if it's really good and it's giving you a buzz to listen to it. It's really easy to destroy your mojo by just repeatedly listening to it. And then the second thing to do is when you come back to it, try not to come back to it looking to get something from it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, I want to hear that, I want to feel that good feeling. You want to come back to it thinking, okay, I'm ready to work on it. What does it need? What's good? What's bad? Because often you just need to change something or take something out completely. Maybe you've worked really hard on it, but that's what's holding the track back. But you can't make those decisions if you're in this passive state of just wanting to get something, you know, get that feeling. So I would say try not to come to listen to it if you're tired, but come back to work on it when you're a bit fresh. And if you're standing up, you know, that kind of helps. So if you do these things, then working with your track will be like working with soft clay instead of working with hard clay. I really hope this helps you. I think it's super important. But even if you do both of these things, there's one other thing that might be holding you back from actually finishing your tunes. So check out this video to find out what that is and how to solve it.